Hi, I'm here with Susan Bruce, the homeowner.
Hello.
And we're going to talk a little bit about the renovation. I'd like to ask you about, maybe first just tell me a little bit about what made you choose cottage and decide to work with us.
So we bought this home about 5 years before we started thinking about renovating. When we bought it, we thought it would be an easy renovation, and then we quickly realized that we were in over our heads completely. We started having some condition issues, and we knew that it was time to act. So we did a lot of due diligence. We actually did the Ardmore kitchen tour, and saw one of Cottage's projects there, and I thought that project accomplished many of the things that we were looking for. We wanted this still to be an old house. It's a beautiful old house. We didn't want to make it something other than that. Right. So honoring the historic past of the house while making something livable. And so we saw that in the project that you had done, that we saw in the tour, and we did interview several other contractors that also would have been, brought some interesting things to the table. But I think what we saw in Cottage was bringing the entire suite of what we were looking for all in one house. Right. Good rapport with Nick and with you, and it was a good start to the relationship, if you will.
Yeah, great. I do love some of the old details, like the kitchen, for instance, and the cabinetry in the farmhouse came out really nice. This piece is particularly interesting. Is there like a little story behind this?
So, well, our kitchen had 5 doors in it, and there was actually a door right here before, and we were trying to think of something to marry between the dining room and the kitchen. Right. And I really wanted a wine refrigerator, and I wanted some, and so it sort of seemed like the right space to sort of transition from the dining room into the kitchen, given sort of the space renovation with this.
Right, that's beautiful. One of the things I love about the kitchen is that little secret door. How did that come about?
So I mentioned that there were 5 doors in this kitchen. There was a pass-through, there was the basement door, the back stairs, and actually there was a shed on the back, and then the kitchen door to the dining room. And we knew that the kitchen didn't have a lot of space, and we hated to give up the fact that the shed wasn't really connected. So with a lot of conversation and lots of going back and forth with Cottage, with our designer who was so helpful in the process, Regina. Yeah. Finally, we came on this as being the solution, and it's magic. Right. It's perfect. It gives us so much space that we didn't have in the kitchen, and we were fearful that we would have lost if we hadn't done something like this. Right.
I also love the sunroom, which came out really beautiful. Yeah. Do you guys spend a lot of time in there?
Well, well, it's been winter, but we do have heating in there, and we love it. It's actually one of the reasons why we bought the house was that it had a lovely fireplace and sunroom area, so nice and bright. Right. So it's a great place to go in and have some coffee in the morning and sit and read. We love it. Great. We love it.
So other than the kitchen and the sunroom and the pantry, we also did a powder room, is that right?
Yes.
And master suite and bedrooms and the 3rd floor as well, right?
Right. Really the whole soup to nuts. Everything in the house needed a touch. When we bought the house, it had good bones, but not great bones.
Yeah, I remember. There were some real problems with water issues and rot, and there were some serious problems. Yeah,
so everything we sort of tackled together in terms of the process, good communication. The person who was on site with us was fantastic, great communication, even though we weren't living here during the renovation, which was a godsend. Yeah. He helped us feel like we were. He was very communicative. We had a lot of trust in what was going on in our absence. So that was fantastic.
That's great to hear. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.